Hey sweetie, so MFlow is at it again? Like, didn't we just recover from my stubborn? I swear Boat and Oat must have made a deal with the devil to keep our blood pressure high. Because they are coming back. Yep, back. With a new BL project called Not. And before we even talk about it, can we just pause? Because the title alone already sounds suspicious. You know Not has two meanings, right? I don't know which one they're talking about, but I know Boat and Oat are definitely coming to give us the third meaning. MFlow knew exactly what they were doing when they picked that title. They're like, let's make it sound innocent, but not really. And to make things worse or better, depending on how you see it, it's an Omegaverse series, ABO, as in Alpha, Beta, Omega. I saw that and I was like, oh, so we're not just falling in love this time, we're rewriting biology textbooks too, huh? Like, please, MFlow, give us one peaceful show without emotional trauma and heat cycles. But nah, they said let's combine forbidden love, power dynamics, pheromones, and probably 100 scenes that'll have us screaming into our pillows. After surviving my stubborn and desire, you'd think I'd have learned my lesson, but apparently not. I saw Boat and Oat and immediately went, yup, sign me up for heartbreak. And the pre-teaser? Oh my god. From the moment it started, I knew peace was never an option. The possession, the hunger, the desire, I was like, sir, calm down. This is a pre-teaser, not a prophecy. Everything looked dark, intense, and just a little too steamy for something that's not even out yet. And can we talk about the chemistry? Like, these two don't even need dialogue anymore. Just eye contact. That's it. One look and you already know somebody's about to make bad decisions. It's giving we shouldn't, but we definitely will. I honestly don't know whether to be scared or excited or maybe both. Because MFlow never does anything halfway. They go straight from soft smiles to, oh no, why am I emotionally attached to fictional men again? Anyway, sweeties, get comfy, because we're about to talk about Not. Thailand's first true Omegaverse BL, and if this pre-teaser is anything to go by, we're in for another round of chaos, chemistry, and emotional damage. Now let's talk about this whole Omegaverse hype, because some of y'all might be hearing ABO and thinking it's some kind of new K-pop group. No baby, it's not. The Omegaverse is that wild fictional world where people have secondary genders like Alpha, Beta, and Omega. Basically, alphas are the powerful dominant ones, betas are your normal people just trying to mind their business, and omegas, well, let's just say things get very emotional very fast. And now MFlow, yes, the same people who already gave us My Stubborn said let's make Thailand's first proper Omegaverse BL. It's honestly a big deal, because we've seen other countries try it, especially that Chinese series ABO Desire that had everyone whispering, did they really just air that? But this is the first time a major Thai studio is fully committing to it. And I can't lie, I'm super excited. Because the Omegaverse opens up a whole new level of storytelling. We're not just talking about who falls in love with who anymore. We're talking instincts, hierarchy, pheromones, scenting, and bonds that literally mess with your emotions. Basically, it's like regular BL, but with extra spice and emotional damage sprinkled in for fun. Now let's get into the part that's making everyone lose their minds. Boat and Oat. Yep, these two. After My Stubborn, we already knew their chemistry could power an entire city. The tension, the looks, the soft moments, they had it all. So when MFlow said, let's put them in an Omegaverse together, I just knew somebody in that office was being messy on purpose. And now we're all here wondering who's the alpha and who's the omega? Because that's the $1,000,000 question. If the pre-teaser is anything to go by, I have my suspicions. Boat gives off strong alpha energy, that kind of quiet but dangerous type. And Oat? He just has that soft emotional look that screams, I'm about to make this alpha lose his mind. But knowing MFlow, they might flip the script entirely and have us all gagging. Either way, the anticipation is insane. Because if this series really leans into darker or more mature themes, and let's be honest, it probably will, we're going to see Boat and Oat in a completely new light. The Omegaverse usually dives into scenting, heat cycles, mating bonds, all that intense stuff that pushes characters way out of their comfort zone. So yeah, This isn't your regular soft high school BL. This is looking like emotional chaos, steamy tension, and psychological warfare disguised as romance. And if anyone can pull that off, it's definitely BoatOat. They've already proven they can go from sweet to sinful in 3 seconds. Now, before anyone comes for me in the comments like, but sweetie, Pitbabe was already Omegaverse. Yes, I know, you're absolutely right. Pitbabe did give us that alpha omega flavor, but it didn't go all in. Like, it teased the world, it gave us a little pheromone, a little dominance, but it never truly unpacked the whole system. Not, on the other hand, looks like it's about to serve us the full biology textbook version, complete with instincts, hierarchy, bonds, and probably a few emotional breakdowns along the way. So yeah, maybe not the first ever Thai Omegaverse, but definitely the first one that seems ready to treat the Omegaverse like a serious world, not just a spicy side plot. And while everyone's busy talking about alphas, betas, and omegas, nobody's mentioning the Enigma class. Yep, that rare one that exists way above the alpha level. Some stories describe them as beyond dominance, mysterious, unpredictable, almost supernatural in a way. If MFlow decides to sneak that into Not, oh sweeties, we're not just getting chaos, we're getting divine level drama. Imagine Boat as an enigma, just standing there, looking calm while everyone else loses control. Or Oat, switching from soft to completely unhinged energy in seconds. I'm telling you, if they go that route, Not might not just be a BL, it might be a full-blown experience. Anyway, enough talking about titles, ABO rules, and enigmas. Let's actually look at the pre-teaser itself, because it's already giving us all the hints without even trying. First off, the Omegaverse tropes were there if you squinted hard enough. I'm talking the subtle stuff, not screaming neon signs. You could catch the hierarchy vibe in a few seconds. One character walking with that quiet alpha confidence, the other giving off a softer, more reactive energy, and then there were flashes that looked like collars, suppressants, or other controls. You know, the classic I have instincts, but also rules to follow Omegaverse drama. Even the way they were just looking at each other, you could practically smell the tension. And yes, I said smell. We are in ABO territory, honey. And let's be real for a sec, ABO is a very complex theme. It's not just romance, there's social hierarchy, instincts, heat cycles, mating bonds, the list goes on. Can MFlow really pull this off and not disappoint us? The standard is high already after watching ABO Desire, so we're all sitting here nervously hoping they won't leave the plot dangling like a loose thread in a sweater. Sweeties, I don't know about you, but I'm already bracing myself for emotional whiplash. Honestly, the pre-teaser is doing the thing where it teases without showing. You don't see the full story, but you feel the story. Like, it's sitting on your shoulder whispering, sweetie, we're about to ruin you. And those short shots hinting at hierarchy and control? Honey, I was already imagining all the heat cycles, scent fights, and emotional standoffs. My poor heart. So even though it's just a pre-teaser, you can already tell MFlow is aiming high. They're teasing Omegaverse rules, hierarchy, and emotional intensity, all wrapped in this sleek cinematic package. And if the teaser is this good, sweeties, we are not ready for the full thing. I swear, one full episode and I might have to start a therapy fund just to recover from BoatOat again. So sweeties, here's the deal. I don't know what MFlow is cooking, but I know BoatOat are about to make us lose all sense of peace, logic, and maybe sleep too. Pre-teaser or not, we're already vibing with mystery, tension, and those irresistible looks that make you go, yup. This is why I watch BL. Honestly, I'm equal parts terrified and thrilled. And isn't that exactly why we love them? That's it from me, sweeties. For now, we wait, we speculate, and we fangirl in peace until the next drop. Stay ready, because Not is coming, and trust me, you do not want to blink. Catch you in the next one.